to usually show graphic design or web design work in a mockup. A mockup just gives your work context and makes it look a little bit more professional. This is a website called Unblast, and they have tons of free mockups that you can download. Most of them are Photoshop files. Just look for that blue PS. So make sure you're on a computer that has Photoshop. So you simply click on the mockup, download it. I've already downloaded a couple. They should come in a zip folder that you click once, and then you can open up the folder, and there should be a .psd file. So that's the one that you're going to edit. You just double click that to open it up in Photoshop, and it opens, and you'll have some instructions usually in the layers panel on the right hand side. I'm going to go over to this smartphone mockup that I downloaded a second ago. What you can see is it has this remove this layer. We can simply delete that if we like. And here we have our mockup. So there's some instructions that says put your screen here. And there's a little icon right here of this screen image. All we have to do is just double click that, and it'll open it up as what's called a smart object. So this is like the image that I'm editing. I can bring in my existing image. So I'm just going to pull in this screenshot. I can make it the right size. So make sure it fills up the space completely. And I hit return to place it. And then whenever I save, so Command S to save, I save this little smart object and go back to my mockup. It'll place it, but it'll take into account, all those little additions that they have, like the fingers here and some of the lighting and stuff like that. Once we're happy with that, let's say this is our mockup for our app, we can go File, Save As, and then we just want to save it on our computer, and we want to save it as usually a JPEG. So I'll say save a copy, save it as a JPEG, and then that's what I'll upload to the internet. So let's go through that again, but with a different mockup. So here we have this poster mockup. I'm just going to unlock this layer and delete it because it doesn't have anything in it. I twirl down this poster and it says your image here. So same thing, I just double click that to open it up. I'm going to drop in an image. I don't know if I actually have a good image to put in here. But we will try to find something. Let's see. Here, we'll do this Learning Reimagined. We'll drop that in. Okay, it looks all funky, but that's okay. Because this is like an Illustrator file, but I put it into its place, hit return, and then remember you have to save this file and then go back to your mockup. So now whenever I go back to my mockup, my file is saved and updated. It looks like it's in the correct perspective, and we're good to go. And then to export that as a JPEG, I go File, Save As, and then save on my computer, save a copy, and make sure it's a JPEG. That's the whole process for getting mockups. I'd like you to do this with a few digital files that you have. If you've made any digital designs or even drawings, you could take a picture of the drawing and then put it in here. But it's a great way to showcase your work.